There's a trustworthy person that works in the airport, has the uniform, clearly works at the airport, and is a well-wisher and says, "Sir, ma'am, can I help you get to your gate? Your flight is this flight. Go this way, walk this way, and then take a right. And you're going to find the gate right there. Hurry up, the gate is closing." And you know when it says gate is closing? Sometimes it's really nerve-wracking because you don't know if it's going to close in 10 minutes or 30 minutes because you don't have a visual. But if you're a panicky type of person, you're probably imagining that they're calling final boarding call and they're shutting the gate. So you start running to try to get there. And you're not even sure because you just woke up. Where's my boarding pass? Where's my passport? Let me just hurry up and get there. And you're going and going and going and going. And on the way, you know those people that stop you in the shopping mall, stop you in an airport, it depends what city you're in, and say, "Would you like to get your shoes shined? Would you like to try this chocolate? Would you like to try this Dead Sea salt?" By the way, never try the Dead Sea salt because it's occupied territory. But would you like to try this product? Come do this, come do that. And you're like, I need to get to my flight. I need to hurry up and get to my flight. And while you're going there, gate is closing. And you're just trying to make sure that you're going in the right direction, and you're hoping you don't take the wrong turn, jump on the wrong train. You're not familiar with this airport. I just hope, Ya Allah, you start making dua. Ya Allah, I hope I get there. I hope I get there in time. Start making that dua as you're running, panicking. Now, the gate is closing. You've also heard, to add to this, or maybe you had a bad experience with some of your documents being off. If you're a da'i, you know what it's like to be turned away from a plane, get to the gate and say, "Sorry, sir, you can't board." So I'm like, okay, I need to get there really on time before I get the secondary questioning and things of that sort. I hope my paperwork is in order, and I hope I'm not going to be turned away because I've heard that they turn people away at this airport. It's a lot of panic, right? There's a lot of urgency, and that chocolate and that shoe shine and that Dead Sea salt doesn't sound very appealing right now. I just want to catch my flight. The plane is headed for Jannah. The destination is Jannah. First class are the prophets, الَّذِينَ أَنْعَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنَ النَّبِيِّينَ وَالصِّدِّيقِينَ وَالشُّهَدَاءِ. The prophets, the companions, the martyrs. It's a pretty big plane. Prophets, companions, martyrs, all of these great people that you heard about, they're in first class. But you might get upgraded based on your status. Keep going. Heading towards that plane. You all have the image. You have the sense of urgency. You have the way that your heart is beating, hoping that you catch it. Now, what is the first ask that you make of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran? Every single dua that you make in the Quran is somehow linked to this dua, and every single action is somehow linked to this purpose. What is the very first dua you make in the Quran? Can anyone tell me? We have a problem, Sheikh Ali. What's going on with the UK? It's the first dua. أول دعاء في كتاب الله. The first dua in the book of Allah. Don't tell me ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. Some du'as before that. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Ya Allah, guide us to the straight path. Guide us to it, guide us upon it. Give us the way to it, give us the steadfastness upon it. Ya Allah, I'm praising you. I am invoking you. The entire purpose of approaching this book, the entire purpose of my existence, all of it will be determined success or failure based upon whether or not you guide me to the straight path, guide me upon the straight path, and get me to where I need to go, which is Jannah, in your pleasure. And it is Sirat al-Mustaqim, it's a straight path. Sirat al-Ladina an'amta alayhim. I want to be with those people that you're pleased with. The prophets, the companions. You can't understand this deen without the Prophet ﷺ and his family and companions. You can't understand this deen without their examples of how to connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be on that straight path, no matter what your impulses or inclinations are or personality types are like. You can't understand it without them. Ya Allah, I want to be